Are you ugly or are you just dark skinned and society has just conditioned you to believe that you're ugly because you are a deeper complexion? First, let's start off on what colorism means. Colorism is the prejudice or discrimination against individuals with a darker skin tone, typically among people of the same ethnic or racial group.
Next time around, fuck, I want it to be different, yeah. Waiting on a sign, guess it's time for a different prayer. Lord, please save her for me.
Colorism within the Black community has been a serious emotional and psychological battle. We're talking about colorism and the challenges that Black dark-skinned women face in this society. So first we're going to start off with the slavery days. Colorism in the Black community is prevalent because of slavery. We all know that colorism is rooted in white supremacy. During slavery, the lighter complexion people were called house slaves. They were in the house because most likely they were the master's bastards, right? And then the darker complexion slaves would be in the field picking cotton and working hard. Yeah, the light-skinned slaves were in the house. So already, light-skinned people were getting privileges that darker-skinned people did not get. When the Jim Crow laws were put into place, the paper bag test became a thing where like you wouldn't be allowed in certain establishments if you were darker than a paper bag. Because of this ideology, it made it seem like lighter skinned people were better than dark skinned people. There was this doll test on the effects of racism on children, and they made the kids pick between the white and black doll to see which one was nicer, better, or they liked more, and most of the kids picked the white doll instead of the black doll. Mind you, these were kids, these were young kids. And the fact that they were being taught from childhood that black is bad and white is good is very concerning.
The doll test.
Which doll is the black doll? And which one is the white doll?
That one.
Which doll is the pretty doll? Which doll is the nice doll? Which doll is the bad doll? Which doll is the ugly doll? Why is that doll ugly?
Because he's black.
Our generations, we need to do better. Because there should be no reason why our black kids are picking white dolls over something that looks like them. The black doll, that's a representation of them. Just for an example, like Tyla, the Tyla girl from South Africa, she just won a Grammy. While they have Ira Star and Tim's that are dark skinned, that have more views, way more experience in this music business, not get these awards. But Tyla, somebody that just started, she has one song that went super crazy. And she got all of these achievements because she's closer to whiteness than any of those other artists that I just named. And they have this agenda where they want to push all lighter skinned people in the media. And then the kids are watching and not seeing any representation of themselves in media. Also, when it comes to female rappers, like the light skinned rapper girls are the ones that are mainstream compared to the dark skinned girls. Like look at Flo Milli, look at Asian Doll, and then look at Lotto, Cardi B. Imagine you see all these celebrities that are like thriving and have money, and then you don't see anybody that looks like you. That would make you discouraged. Even the influencers and content creators, they make these match or pass videos.
I'm not into dark skins. I mean, dark skins ain't my type, but I smash just to see what it's like, you feel me? Cause you thick.
Okay, period.
You black and
And the guys would literally pass all the dark skinned girls, but when it comes to light skinned girls, they will pick them. Or they'll tell the dark skinned girls like, oh, you're pretty for dark skin, or you're just not my type. But why? Is it preference or you're prejudiced? If you're a dark skinned man and you're like talking down on dark skinned women, that's weird. Example was Gilbert Arenas. I'm not even sure if we know who he is, like as a collective. Okay, yeah, Gilbert Arenas called Lupita Nyong'o ugly, which I was like really appalled because she is so pretty. Like, are you kidding me? And these were his comments. How black are we talking? Not to be funny, can you name a beautiful black woman on the outside, not brown skin, like Therese Black? Top 50 most beautiful women of all times. The darkest woman they have is Keisha Knight, aka Rudy, Gabrielle Union, Terrell Hicks, and Serena Williams. Then added, when you say African features black, then you have 1, Lupita Nyong'o, and she's cute when the lights are off. 2nd is Ajuma Nasaya. Sorry, but ew. So the black beautiful woman you try to boost up is technically light skin or brown skin. He said women like Lupita Nyong'o are ugly, in that basically only lighter and brown skinned women were attractive, which is crazy because he has dark skinned daughters. So I hope those young girls are being raised out of love and are being taught to love their skin complexion, because their dad is an idiot. Infamous Kodak Black talking about he don't like black and like he won't date black bitch whatever, when his mom is literally dark skinned. Like, it's just so crazy that dark skinned women get so much hate for no reason. You could be minding your business and you catch a stray.
Again, but I'm gonna simplify it again. You know, I carry myself like I'm an average dude, because I don't see myself no better than him, no better than him, you know, or no less than him. So if he could say that he likes skinny women, if he prefers skinny women more than a more chubby or heavy-set women, he could say that and nobody won't get mad at him. I just said I don't like women with my complexion. I like light-skinned women. I want you to be lighter than me. I love African-American women, but I just don't like my skin complexion.
Okay. Well, I like your skin complexion.
We too gutter. Black people, my complexion, we too gutter. Light-skinned women, they most sensitive, you know?
There's some dark-skinned women out here sensitive.
No, they too tough. They too tough. Light-skinned women, we could break them down more easy, you know what I'm saying?
Like, that is absolutely nuts. How do you say that you won't date dark-skinned women when your mom is dark? That has to be some trauma behind it. It's literally self-hate. Because you hate your own self that you wouldn't date somebody that looks like you. The only time that dark-skinned women are being praised is when they're half naked with oil, provocative pictures, and being...
Skin girls, you're just lying for social media. You can just tell. Because if you go through that guy's following right now, he's following Maya Mills, he's following Kenza, he's following Tennessee. All the girls that you follow, the only dark skin girl I think they'll even follow, will probably be like Eva Apio, Max. That's the max you'll get from them. So like I said, I genuinely believe the men loving of dark skinned girls is a facade. Like I don't believe it.
But I feel like it even comes with fetish as well.
Yeah.
Sexualized. That's the only time that men value them. And men usually just want to have sex. I've had guy friends that would say that they would only just a dark skinned girl, but then they would wife up a light skinned girl. So like dark skinned women are only to be used for and be sexualized, but then you can't even commit to them, but you can commit to a lighter skinned girl that don't even look better than her. She's just light skinned. Like that's crazy. And usually it's the dark skinned men that's doing that, which is crazy because you are dark skinned too. So what do you think is gonna happen when you have kids with this light skinned girl? There's dark skin. Would you want other men to say that about her? To say that, oh, she's not worth for me to be in a relationship with her, she's just worth for me to have sex. Black men really need to think about the things that they say to other women, because if that was your daughter being said the same thing, or your niece, or your mother, your sister, it would not feel good. You would be so mad, you would want to fight the man, you would want to do a whole lot of things. So treat others how you want your mother, your sister, and family members to be treated at the end of the day, because we're all human. We all don't want to be treated like crap, right? My experience with colorism, oh boy. I was bullied in school. Like, I was called burnt biscuit, black bitch. Like, it was just so bad, to the point where I used to ask my mom, like, why am I dark skinned? Because my mom is not dark skinned, my dad's dark skinned. I would literally ask her, like, why am I dark skinned? Why didn't I take after you? Why didn't I have your complexion? Why did I get my dad's complexion? And she would literally tell me, like, yeah, I don't know. You were just dark skinned. I just hated my complexion. I didn't want to be dark skinned. I was like, okay, I want to marry a white man so I could have mixed kids, so like my kids don't go through the things that I went through as a kid, facing colorism. It was just so terrible for me. I even wanted to bleach my skin and turn myself a whole nother color just to avoid getting bullied, because I got bullied so bad. Like, during middle school, it was so terrible if you were dark skinned. So hurtful, because it's like, damn, like, I can't help the color that I am. Can I help to be that I'm dark skinned? I can't help it. Kids are so mean. And the fact that this colorism thing has been passed down from generation to generation needs to be fixed. Because there should be no reason why your kids is going to school bullying other kids because of their complexion. That means that you're teaching them something about being dark skinned. I mean, that means that you're teaching them something about hating dark skin, because kids don't know anything about complexion when they're young. They're not focused on the complexion unless they hear the parents talking about it. So as parents, you gotta be mindful of what you're saying in front of your kids, because your kids will take that and go to school and bully somebody else, and that's how suicide. That's why a lot of people kill themselves, because they're being bullied. And it's not fair, because you can't control how you look, how you talk. You can't control it. It's just, it happens. And start doing better things by controlling their kids, because it all comes from the children. It's not fair that dark-skinned women gotta work 10 times harder in the community, in the beauty industry, and social media aspect to see the same results that their counterpart has seen just for being lighter complexion. At the end of the day, when a white person sees you, they don't care if you're light skin, dark skin, brown skin. They just see you know, that word standing there in their space, and they want to know why you're in their space. They all see us as the same. When a cop stops us, they're not gonna be like, yeah, you're light skin, so you go. You're brown skin, so you're staying. No, we're gonna get a ticket either way. If you got pretty privilege, you might not get a ticket. Like, and pretty privilege don't even have to be based on complexion. It's based on your looks. You trying to rip each other apart by like comparing and contrasting based on skin color. That is not helpful at all.
Favor for me. Do this one favor for me. I had to change my play.